So we just got back from Formnext in Germany, and now I landed here in France, and I'm at the Lychee Slicer headquarters. From here, I want to show you the Lychee Slicer team, how it's kind of small, and it's just a bunch of people who love 3D printing as much as you do. For this, I'll be your guide, and I want to show you first by showing the break room at the Lychee Slicer. Now here's something I found pretty funny. In America, this is what our fruit looks like, if you don't know. This is a very common food group here with America. Here in France, they have some really weird looking fruit. I've never seen anything like this before, but I tried it and it's pretty good. So right here, the first thing we're gonna notice is this really fun mascot. This was printed with FDM. Do you know how long this took to print by any chance?
A few days.
A few days? And this was printed on that big Elegoo machine? Yeah. Yeah, massive printer, massive print. I mean, I would love to take it on the plane with me, but I'm sure I'd have to buy an extra seat. So maybe that would be cheaper just to buy the printer and print one myself. So going down the hall, let's look at our marketing team and the team in charge of the Lychee Library. So you can see here, it's actually a rather small team. My desk is over there on the far end, so normally that one's actually kind of empty. And here we've got the Willow, this cute little fella. He's the only name I remember of anybody here. Yeah, we 3D printed Willow. And right here, this is going to be the marketing team. So any of the really cool, beautiful stuff you see on social media, this is the team that does it. And you can't see the girl behind the camera. This is her desk. She's the one doing most of the prints that you see on social media. And you can see there's a lot of really cool prints up here. My personal favorite is going to be this one right here as far as high detail and just beautiful. But really, I think my favorite print is actually this one, just because it's so weird and kind of funny and a little bit creepy. Right here, we have our intern, not really a person, just kidding. And over here, we have the Lychee Library team. So there's a lot of work that goes into the library. Any file that we get has to be processed and managed and confirmed. Lots of different versions have to be created. It's a lot of work for every file we get in the library. And this is the team that's pretty much spends all day, every day. Part of their contract, they had to say goodbye to their families, which was fine. They were very willing to do that in order to get the library up and going. In this room, we have one of the recording studios. There's two recording studios. This is the bigger one. If you follow, there's another channel, but it's in France. So if you don't speak French, maybe you don't. But that's the Thomas' channel, who is the CPO of Lychee. And I should know the name of it, but I don't.
Bonjour, c'est Thomas de Polyworkshop. Bonjour, c'est Thomas de Polyworkshop. Bonjour, c'est Thomas de Polyworkshop.
Polyworkshop. You might see this a lot in the Polyworkshop channel. This is a lot of his work and his art. It's really beautiful, but also some of it's really big, especially for like resin prints. This is like small child size. You know, I think this was one of the more popular videos. This is where I learned how to do gilding wax. It's just spray painted black with gilding wax. Air dry brushed on, you get that beautiful look. This is gilding wax as well, but silver. Really cool dragon. Everybody loves dragons. There's so many dragons everywhere. And then this big guy right here, that's FDM, right? Look at that. You know, talk about a Halloween costume. Just put some place for the face in it and just put it on as a helmet. And you got yourself a gargoyle, I guess, if I was dressed as a gargoyle for Halloween, maybe next year. All right, and let's go to the other side of the building where we're gonna find some of the developers, some of the other senior management, as well as the 3D printing rooms, both FDM and Resin. So as far as the Lychee team, it's only 30 people. There's about 15 people in this office in total and about 15 people out in Belgium. And then there's one American in America. That's me. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go over to the other side, but the other side of the building, it's not all owned by Lychee, so we have to be a little bit quiet, as well as a few developers over there working really hard, so we're not gonna bother them too much. But I really wanna show you the 2 3D printing rooms and the 1 studio over there. So let's get going. So this is where Thomas sits, which is our CPO, and right behind him, we've got the guy who is basically our FDM god. And here we have our QA and support. They're very busy doing support tickets right now, trying to make you all very happy, so we'll try not to bother them as well. This is what I really want to show you. This is one of 2 printing rooms. So this is the FDM printing room. As you can imagine, in order to support all the different printers in Lychee Slicer, we mostly need the printers. So we're always acquiring printers, and sometimes, you know, they're not all here. There's too many, so they'll give them away. We never sell them, we always give them away, just to make sure that we always have room for the new ones, so we can make sure that they're all supported. And another thing, when we add something into the library, we always try to print it as much as we can to test it beforehand. And here you can see maybe a sneak peek at some of the models we're trying to add to the library to get these in there. You know, we want to make sure that they're going to print properly. Over here, you can see where some of those big prints come from. Massive printer. This one will probably be here for a long time. I imagine they're not going to give that one away. But yeah, lots of really great printers in the FDM world. Pretty much it's a playground for our FDM god over there. Some of them, you know, may be in good working condition and some of them not. Well, they know there's more over here. This is really cool. I didn't expect this because I just got here a little bit ago and this is all new to me as well. And I got a small tour just before this one. And these rooms right here, I thought were really, really cool. I have nothing like this in my little tiny studio in my house. But yeah, we've got a painting area and a spray booth area with the filter going outside. Really the right way to do it. In this room, this is where things get a little more crazy. Because you might not know, Lychee, we're really trying to expand what we do, not just FDM, not just resin, but even to some of this other stuff, laser, wood cutting, plotters. The 3D printing industry is not just additive manufacturing, it's also subtractive manufacturing. I guess it's not necessarily 3D printing, but there's a lot of the things in here, and this room is dedicated to more that subtractive manufacturing. The next thing I noticed over here is actually pretty fun. I didn't notice this until just now. What is this? This is an FDM printer?
It's a printer. It does print.
It does print?
It's not the best.
Look at that. And it just opens up like that?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
The plate is really small.
Yeah, this is the plate, right?
Yeah.
Right there? Look at that. There's the plate compared to my hand. So, all right. And then there's in the studio. And here we have the second studio. This studio is more for doing like close-ups and some of the really cool B-roll shots. I noticed this thing right here. This is going to be for an upcoming video. It was added to the Lychee Slicer not too long ago, but it's this fun little head you can put the controller on and the earmuffs over it. I would love to take it home, but I can't because I don't think I have enough room in my luggage. So when I go home, I'll definitely print one myself. We've got this cute little Lychee logo here. I also want to take this home, but same thing. I'm not going to be able to. Maybe I'll print one myself at a different time. All right, now we're going to go down the hall to the resin room. So here we are in the resin room. Of course, as you know, I love resin. That's my thing. A lot of printers in here as well, but you might notice there's not every printer that Lychee supports. Same thing, we can't have all the printers, so we do have to eventually give them away, retire them. But these are, some of the newer ones or some of the ones that we really enjoy using. Or by we, I mean, the Lychee French team. And then the wash and cure station, big wash and cures for big printers, little wash and cures for little printers. It all kind of works out. And of course, we got our safety equipment on the back corner there. Always have to have safety in a room like this one. Ventilation, good lighting. There's maybe some UV light coming from there, but important. And I think that pretty much concludes all of there is to show in the France office of the Lychee Library. And so I really just want to do this to show you how small the team is, that it really is just a few people who love 3D printing as much as I do, as much as you do, who decided to come together and make hopefully what you consider the best slicer on the market. And as always, if you could, please like and subscribe to this video, follow us on our social media on Facebook, or join us on our Discord server if you have any questions. And as always, thank you for watching and have a good day.